I guess. Who knows? Maybe it might be perfect in the deck.
Yeah.
At least it's superficially perfect in a blink deck to have a blink.
Yeah, I mean, at least to some degree, it's got to be.
So Nathan, there on the right, is playing Birds of Paradise, Llanowar Elves, Strangleroot Geist, Huntmaster of the Fells. Okay, typical stuff. Phantasmal Image, Consecrated Sphinx, 1 Snapcaster Mage, that's 22 creatures. He's got Vapor Snag. He's got Naturalize. He's got 1 copy of Mana Leak. He's got Ponder, and he's got Sword of Feast and Famine. So kind of a typical rug build. What I like, he's got some Planeswalkers in here. He's got Garruk Relentless, Jace Memory Adept, and 1 Tameo, also Memory Adept, apparently.
Yeah.
That's not the wrong Tameo.
I don't think she's a Memory Adept.
Jace the Moon Sage.
Jace the Moon Sage and Tameo Memory Adept.
Tameo the Mind Sculptor. I think
Tameo the Mind Sculptor is so good. It costs like 3 mana.
We can give him a pass on that since there is only 1 Tameo. But
I don't think it's a big deal. I'm really interested in this blue-white blink deck.
Yeah, me too. I'm really excited to watch this match.
I really don't like the cloud shift at all.
Why don't you like it? You feel like it's just already...
Well, it's just so bad. It's like if you're blinking a Restoration Angel, it doesn't really do much. Blinking a Stonehorn Dignitary is just a fog. 1 mana fog, which is never really the best thing. Blinking a Blade Splicer, you get a 3/3 for 1 mana, but it's after turn 3 because you already must have cast a Blade Splicer. And blinking Spellscatter Merfolk Looter is not that good. I mean, it's just... Momentary Blink really had to work hard to be playable and have flashback.
Right. And he kind of gives it flashback with the Snapcaster Mages, like the pseudo flashback. I mean, I'm trying to stretch it here. I understand what you're saying. Like it doesn't have a lot. Really, I think it's all based around Stonehorn Dignitary and blinking it until you can get the Venser Dignitary lock. You know, I think his deck is just meant to.
Yeah, I feel like
to go for that.
If you wanted to build this at home, guys, I would probably cut the Cloud Shifts and the Snapcaster Mages. I think the Snapcaster Mages require a lot of work here and don't really accomplish that much. And they're in a lot of ways just like Phyrexian Ragers here, right? They're Phyrexian Ragers that are difficult on your mana. And then I would replace those with copies of Lingering Souls and probably some Gideon Juras.
Okay, I like it. What's happening, Jesse? Are we good?
Just lost connection.
Oh, we're having some internet issues, but we are good here. Good to go now. So.
Stonehorn Dignitary Lock. I was promoting this recently, saying that the format was really soft to it. Let's see how soft the format is to a Stonehorn Dignitary Lock.
Now, something interesting about Stonehorn Dignitary, if I'm understanding this correctly, that ability stacks, right? It's target opponent skips his or her next combat phase. So he could blink it like 3 times in a turn and have them, like he could play it, blink it, flashback, blink it. That's 3 combat phases that Nathan just can't do. Like he can do it all in 1 turn, which gives him plenty of time. He doesn't have to cast any of those spells on the subsequent turns to kind of keep the lock up. And he could dig into a Venser on one of those turns, and then it's all over. But the crying, as Adrian Sullivan would say. The internet is absolutely abysmal here. I can't even look up cards.
Strong internet.
Yeah, it's just like I'm using magiccards.info because it's about the least. Apparently they're still having internet issues.
Yeah, I think
magiccards.info is like the least data intensive site. It's like almost all text except for one image, the card image, and I can't even get the card image to start loading.
Yeah, I mean, as long as we have the text,
as long as we have the text, it's good.
I'll be okay.
Yeah, it's just funny to me that
All right, pop quiz to all those at home. It did not escape the ambassador's
notice.
Okay, did not escape the ambassador's notice that the sound of war drums could also marshal the city to attention. What is that the flavor text of? Tweet to us. And the internet's not great, so we might not even know, but...
I'm checking Twitter now, actually. Mike Zappia says, Crater Hoof.
Behemoth makes craters with its hooves because it's so big.
That's ridiculous. If it made, like the flavor text says about lakes, you know.
I mean, if there were a lot of them, wouldn't just the
it
world...
It would just even out.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Turn 1, Island, Gitaxian, and Probe. We've got Forest, Sword of Feast and Famine, Strangleroot Geist, Mana Leak, Consecrated. Yeah, me too. Consecrated Sphinx there. So
pretty bad hand from Nathan. His mana's horrific there.
Yeah, he can get the Strangleroot Geist. That's about the best thing he could do at this point. Needs another land to cast the sword. Needs a blue source to cast the Mana Leak.
Which is going to be pretty good
if he can draw a blue source. And Ken draws an island off of the Probe. And so we've got Forest, passes the turn back to Ken. Ken untaps, plays Glacial Fortress, passes back to Nathan. Nathan draws, plays Forest, tap 2, Strangleroot Geist. No new information for us. Strangleroot Geist gets in for 2.
Yep, Ken going to drop to 18 here.
Ken draws what looked like Pacifism, but is not. What is that on Cloud Shift? I think it is.
I think it's a foil Cloud Shift.
I think it is too. And
maybe a Restoration Angel?
I think it was a Cloud Shift, but yeah, you could be right. And double Strangleroot Geist. We did not know that Nathan had drawn another one.
Yeah.
And he's able to
pretty good.
Put a lot of pressure on here. And there's his third land, Evolving Wild, so he'll be able to get a blue. He'll be able to get an island and have a blue source. All right.
Ooh, and a Stonehorn Dignitary for Ken. That's
Ken goes with the Stonehorn
awesome.
Dignitary. And putting the brakes on those Strangleroot Geists. It's a big game.
It is a big game.
Island for Nathan off of the Evolving Wilds. Ken looks like LSV's understudy. I was kind of thinking that earlier too. I was like, that guy looks like LSV, but he's wearing a Star City shirt. So that's how I know it's not LSV.
Brian Kuhn says that Stonehorn Dignitary is the card we were talking about before, and he would be correct. Stonehorn Dignitary on the table now.
All right, so a Ponder from Nathan off of the Fresh Island. And
very risky Ponder. I mean, that makes him not have Mana Leak open. I think at this point he must be desperate.
Does Ken have Venser? Because if he can go land Venser...
And that'd be it.
That'll be it, yeah. I don't think Nathan's got an alternate... I mean, Nathan's got Planeswalkers that he can win. Those are his alternate win conditions.
But, I mean, there's no way his Planeswalkers can race Venser getting to ultimate.
Yeah.
While it's putting up.
It's not happening. Okay, so he does have an island. And goes with Bird of Paradise. And why does he have 2 islands tapped? He cast a bird. Where's that?
The other island, the one island came into play tapped from the. Oh.
No. That's right. Okay, that's what I was confused. I was like, what did he cast a Ponder and a bird? There shouldn't be any other.
Where did the next island come from? Hold on.
He just played it. He put the island.
His turn.
Right, that's right. He had Forest Fire
so
Evolving
he drew
Wilds.
Another island.
He just drew another island after getting one off the Evolving Wilds. So, well, Nathan.
Okay.
So yeah, Nathan added bird to the board, passed back. Ken did have a land, so he's got 5 mana. I assume he doesn't have the Venser, or else, oh yeah, he would have played it. So he apparently passed back. Nathan untaps and swings in with his Geists. One gets blocked by the Stonehorn Dignitary and comes back a little bit bigger. One gets in for 2. Nathan casts Sword of Feast and Famine.
Post-combat Sword of Feast and Famine.
Yeah, so...
I imagine Ken is going to end step... Oh, no.
So Venser or not, Nathan has Mana Leak available. So he's going to have to play around it, and it appears that's what he's going for. So 3 mana for an O-Ring on the sword, and that resolves. Well, O-Ring resolves, then targets the sword. Let me
multiple Cloud Shifts in Ken's hand. These are kind of just fogs.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine. All right, Phantasmal Image, copying the big Strangleroot Geist, or copying the Strangleroot Geist.
Yep, coming in for 7 now. And I think Ken just, blocks the big one. And then takes the 4. He's in no rush. No, chooses to take 5 instead.
Yeah, I mean,
7. It's a little dangerous there. I mean, you lose to another clone effect in the next turn if you're unable to resolve like your cloud shifts.
Well, if he blocked the big one there, Dignitary would have died, unless he cloud shift just to get it, just to save it. But that wouldn't kill the Geist in that case.
Kent knows Nathan has a mana leak in hand, so he can't go for the Venser this turn.
Does he have the Venser? I can't keep.
He just top decked it.
Oh, okay. All right, so he passes back.
Pass the turn.
I think he's going to have to start the cloud shift action here. And what was it? Was that Restoration Angel or was it?
I think
Cloud
it is
Shift?
Restoration Angel.
It looks like. Yeah, it's the Angel. Trying to get used to the new artwork here. So, Angel comes in, blinks the Dignitary, makes Nathan skip his combat step here. Combat phase.
I kind of like the end step Restoration Angel there. Yep, and a Consecrated Sphinx. Now, it may seem like, oh no, Consecrated Sphinx is about to take this game over, but it's not.
Yeah, because Nathan just tapped out for Consecrated Sphinx, which is going to give Ken the opening he wanted for Venser. Yep. Venser the Sojourner comes down, and I assume he's going to blink that there Stonehorn Dignitary.
If you guys want to read about this type of strategy more, you can go to dailymtg.com and check out my column from, not this week, but the week before.
Building on a budget.
Yeah, I believe the name of the column is Restoration Hardware.
Now, I mean, this is a lock. I mean, Nathan can attack. Nathan needs to find some sort of answer. Okay, so he's got Garrick. Garrick
cannot do anything. It can make wolves.
Yeah,
At this point, Ken can't really kill Nathan either, but...
Well, Venser lock is gonna...
Venser, will do it in due time.
Just trying to think of a way that Garrick could fight the Dignitary, but it's just not gonna do anything. Venser blinks the Dignitary yet again. Yeah, making sure that it's actually exiled until the end of turn. And end of turn comes back into play. Nathan skips his next combat step. Phase. Keep doing it.
Yeah. Whole phase goes away.
Yeah.
It's gotta be weird for Nathan. He's like, I'm drawing so many more cards than my opponent. It does not matter at all.
Can I get a Stormbind?
Yeah. Why am I not playing any burn spells?
So Venser now has 9 counters on him, is that right? So he can
7.
ultimate. Right? Because he came in with 5, right?
So I think he comes in with 3 and then goes up to 5.
Says 5. Or is that? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the.
I think the converted casting cost.
Okay, yeah, that's what that. I just can't see the image. So. All right. Well, Venser lock took care of it. Yeah, it is 3. Why is that not in the text part? That's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, that is a little.
That's what I assumed it was.
Yeah, Venser, a much easier card to acquire these days. Recently printed in the Venser vs. Koth dual deck.
I prefer the Scars of Mirrodin artwork by Eric Deschamps. Also, yeah. Eric Deschamps is a frequent artist who on the Open Series who shows up a lot of different events on the Star City circuit. That is.
All right, so let's see what's going on here in this game.
Nathan, what can Nathan do? He's got Karn. Karn can fight a Venser pretty well.
Yeah, post board. I mean.
I'm trying to look at ways that he can deal with that lock.
He's going to negate.
Yeah, the negate will
Karn,
help.
an extra mana leak.
Zealous conscripts.
They do a pretty good job.
But that's about it, really. Like, he doesn't have much other, you know, he's got like Batterskull, but if you can't attack, Batterskull is not, it's just worthless. Yeah,
and I think post-board this matchup becomes pretty bad for Ken.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you think Nathan's just the Karn, the extra mana leak, and the negate and the conscripts are enough for Nathan to?
I think the zealous conscripts are the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
I think it is very, very difficult for Ken's deck to beat any number of zealous conscripts post-board.
I mean, maybe that's what the cloud shifts are for. Cloud shift does a pretty good job of blinking it to
blinking the Venser to save it.
Well, you're
saying
saying
creatures.
Cloud. I was thinking about blinking. I thought you were talking about zealous conscripts.
Oh no, zealous conscripts is going to steal Venser the turn before ultimates, and then ultimate. Yeah. Yeah, zealous conscripts is kind of absurd.
I keep forgetting that
also,
it's
that card is
$1.70,
or like $3 or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
so Cloud Shift is just a creature.
Right? I was thinking about the Stonehorn Dignitary. I keep thinking conscripts just steals creatures. I don't keep forgetting.
No, that card's very good. No, remember, like when you have a zealous conscripts in your hand, it is impossible to be ultimated by a planeswalker, especially if you have a Cavern of Soul supply.
Yeah, so does
that is actually impossible.
Does Ken have a way to deal with a? I mean, Spellskite.
Spellskite. That's his zealous conscripts answer. He could just,
but I mean, besides countering it with something like Mana Leak, or he has no Mana Leaks main. Does he have any? No, he has no Mana Leaks at all. He gets 2 dissipates.
Yeah, he's got to try to get this. Like he's got to keep plussing the Venser, so it's going to get high enough to ultimate at some point. And when it does, Nathan's just going to steal it and ultimate him. You can't beat a Venser emblem. Nobody can. I mean, unless you're like already winning, like they're like dead next turn. Venser emblems, so much power. Every single card you cast exiles a permanent.
I forgot what I was about to look something up and I don't remember what it was.
All right, and we're already in game 2. Nathan with the triple Llanowar Elf draw against Ken with that pretty Mirage basic island and a Glacial Fortress. Going to play a Merfolk Looter. Card I've been talking about quite a bit. And Garrick, the Relentless, comes down. He's going to kill this Merfolk Looter.
And flips to the dark side.
Yeah, Garrick the Veiled Curse now on the table. Ready to make a bunch of evil wolves.
Ken with no play, and Nathan.
They're going to get in there for 3.
Those
Ken's
spirit tokens look just like Llanowar Elves. It's weird.
Yeah. Look at this Dark Wolf.
Yeah, Nathan puts a dire wolf into play.
I imagine that would be my fighter pilot name if I was a fighter pilot. Dark Wolf. Yeah.
It's kind of cool. So Stonehorn Dignitary for Ken appears to have resolved through Nathan's handful of counter spells that I'm fabricating. And looks like we're having a little tutoring action here. Nathan sacrifices a wolf and gets Bird of Paradise instead.
And that's fine.
And he casts the bird. Eric Deschamps, also the artist for Garrick Relentless and Garrick the Veil Cursed.
I think that, I don't know, do you sacrifice the wolf there or do you sacrifice Llanowar Elves?
I don't know. I'm fine with the wolf.
Like, Land of Worlds costs 1, like your other 2 Land of Worlds do, and like the bird you're gonna get, so it just opens yourself up to getting really blown out by a Ratchet Bomb.
Yeah, that's true. But I think
And it also
Nathan
makes
may
more-
have wanted the mana. You know, like, I think he's getting birds. He seems like he just wants mana, but
Well, he wants blue mana.
Yeah.
And that was the issue, because now he's got like access to 8, and there's no way he needs 8.
yeah, that's true. So Stonehorn
He
Dignitary.
also puts more guys in his graveyard for Garrick the Veiled Curse Ultimate,
oh, right.
which
right.
I think overruns for the amount of guys that are in your graveyard.
Yeah, that's a good
Very
point.
powerful effect.
Interesting. Yeah. So yeah, Venser Dignitary lock is on board for Ken, and Nathan now has a very short window to deal with it. So Venser on 5 counters currently, can go up to 7 here.
Well, unfortunately, Nathan forgot to use that Garrick the Veiled Curse this turn.
Yeah, he didn't do very much. He just pondered, and Ken now pondering himself. Ken needs to be afraid of that Zealous Conscripts, as you mentioned.
Yeah, that can just steal this game away from him.
All right, so Blink the Dignitary, Nathan. Untap, draw. Play a Hinterland Harbor. Garrick now gonna,
Continue making some guys.
yeah, make a wolf. And
Dark
passes
Wolf.
back to Ken. Ken has, I believe, Gitaxian Probe, maybe, just drew.
That's what it looked like to me also.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see a probe here, and then we're gonna see if Nathan has the conscripts.
I like these Mirage basic lands a lot. It's the Palm Tree Island, one of my
yeah,
favorite
those
islands
are
ever
some
made.
nice ones. You don't see those as often.
And I believe that's the plains with the zebra on it.
Yeah, I think so. It is. So it looks like Venser blinked the Dignitary, and now Ken goes with Gitaxian Probe. To show, is that a Zealous Conscripts?
It
I
is.
believe it is. And a negate
Conspicuously underneath that
that island. Yeah.
Now, Ken made a little bit of a boo-boo here.
Because
He
pumped
pumped the Venser,
Venser
before, and he ended up just getting a jail-free card. He drew a negate off the top of his deck with a Gitaxian Probe.
Nathan has a negate.
Ooh, Nathan has a negate too?
I believe so. So
Oh,
he
okay,
can conscripts and then negate the counterspell. So we may see the Venser Ultimate on the opposite side of the table.
Yep, and that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, so
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, Ken having a negate doesn't help counter the conscripts anyway.
Oh, yeah.
That just occurred to me.
Conscripts
I'm
is
like,
a creature.
it doesn't matter. It
Ken
doesn't
may
matter
just
if it's
concede here.
Zealous
I would.
conscripts. I would see what he takes, because, you know, maybe he just takes it. Maybe he's thinking like I was thinking, I have to take a creature. I mean, maybe. No, okay,
I'm
he's
going to
not.
take your Venser and I'm going to ultimate it.
Yeah. Put it on 1.
Brandon Davis and Josh Baker.
I would like a
get a
Venser
Venser
ultimate.
emblem.
I'll play a Bird of Paradise and I'll exile your Venser.
Wow, Zealous Conscripts.
Yeah, Zealous Conscripts, welcome to the new standard.
Yeah, stealing the fun out of this entire game. I guess actually it's pretty
it
fun.
put lots of fun into this game.
Yeah. Well,
I
you know
think
what it is?
breaking up Stonehorn Dignitary Venserlock is fun.
No,
I think
see-
putting together Stonehorn Dignitary Venserlock is the unfun.
I think, all right, so Ken cast Restoration Angel and blinks the Stonehorn Dignitary. He's still in this game, but no, see, I'm looking at it going, Ken has this really awesome deck, this really cool strategy that we don't see ever, and then this new card that's printed is just gonna wreck it, so nobody's gonna play
Yeah.
it. You know, that's the way, you took the fun out of it that way.
And it's actually quite funny because 2 weeks ago I wrote this Restoration Hardware article and talked about how soft the format was to Venser Stonehorn Dignitary Lock. This week I wrote about a deck that played Zealous Conscripts and talked about how Planeswalkers were a dangerous liability in the format
Yeah.
because Zealous Conscripts was
Jeez,
around.
Jacob Van Lunen, stop predicting the future. So
Look at this. This whole match is just about like a timeline of building on a budget.
Yeah, so Snapcaster resolved. Ponder was negated. The Ponder that apparently was attempted to be flashed back there. Nathan hit a negate on that, and
Did he exile something with the negate?
he exiled the Restoration Angel.
Okay.
So now, what was he? Did he cast a new Ponder? Is that? I didn't see another Ponder.
I'm like confused about
I'm
what's going on
confused
right
too.
now.
He keeps looking at the top few cards of his library, and
He must have cast another Ponder.
yeah. So a whole lot of pondering happening, and Ken, now I hope they're keeping track of how many triggers of Stonehorn Dignitary there have been. I guess it's just one. Like I think.
Does he have one for this turn? I don't know if he
I
does.
don't know if he has one for this turn yet. I know he played the Restoration Angel, but it may have been.
I'm actually somewhat surprised that Nathan hasn't just exiled the Stonehorn Dignitary at this point.
Yeah, think about it. Ken blinked the Dignitary the one turn, so that was for Nathan's last turn when he cast the Conscripts, and then at the end of Nathan's turn played the Restoration Angel. So they have another. So he can't attack this turn because the Restoration Angel. This is the Restoration Angel's turn, I guess.
Okay.
So Nathan can attack, but there's no more after that. Phantasmal Image. Copy the Dignitary.
I'm surprised he didn't copy Snapcaster Mage.
Oh no! What is he? What is he
exiling
copying? He's
Dignitary.
exiling Dignitary. Yeah.
Copying
And
Snapcaster.
copying Conscripts. Stealing Snapcaster. No, wait. Is he stealing anything? No, he still stole it and did nothing with it because there's no reason to. I think that's odd. I mean, I guess he just wanted to exile the.
Well, if he copies Snapcaster, then he can flash back a Ponder and exile something, right?
Yeah, but I don't think he did that.
Yeah, he didn't do that.
All right, so Ken with a second Stonehorn Dignitary and a Merfolk added to his side of the board. Nathan still locked out of combat phases, but Nathan still, I think, has this game. His board is just so ridiculous that eventually Ken's not going to be able to keep. Not only is his board ridiculous, but his emblem is ridiculous. So
Yes. That's the thing about the active Garrick.
Yeah,
he can
Ken's-
just. Yeah. So
Ken's
Ken's going to
goofy.
pack this one in. And that's exactly what happened in Zell's Conscripts.
yeah.
Why is Ken going to lose? Nathan has some number of Zell's Conscripts in his deck.
You know, we still have another game. Yeah, because that was that was game. So I just
Alright, so going into game 3. Now, Ken Bearl's probably looking at his sideboard and he's thinking to himself, well, I'm going to need a way now to deal with this Zealous Conscripts problem. What can I do? And he's going to be looking at Dissipate and an extra copy of Spellskite. So he's going to want to have a Spellskite in play before he gets Venser into the realm of Ultimate mode.
Yeah.
Um,
He was
Until
definitely
then, when
not
it's-
thinking Zealous Conscripts, or if he
Yeah.
was, to pump the to plus the Venser before Gitaxian
Forge
Probe
Taxian Probing.
was definitely a problem, whether or not he was thinking of the conscripts. But yeah, that was.
Yeah, and I'm sure as soon as he casted the Taxian Probe, he realized that he had made a mistake.
It's all the writing on the wall right there.
Or maybe he didn't realize it right away because Nathan had the Zealous Conscripts underneath the island.
Maybe he saw Zealous Conscripts and thought the same thing I did. It was like, oh, it's like active aggression, right? I mean, so he's going to steal my Dignitary, maybe? That's not so bad.
Oh, it could be worse.
Yeah. Well,
It could not be worse.
it's, yeah.
It actually
So
could not be
to
worse.
ultimate, to
Yeah.
have your Planeswalker ultimated, I mean, that's just great, right? Except when your opponent does it.
When your opponent ultimates your Venser, I don't think it gets worse.
Yeah, I mean, I
what,
remember
what would you
Volition
rather
Reigns,
have?
right?
Would you rather have your opponent ultimate your Venser or them cast a Cruel Ultimatum, resolve a Cruel Ultimatum against you? Which one would you rather happen?
I'd rather the Cruel Ultimatum.
I'd rather
lived
get
through the
Cruel Ultimatums
I'd
than get Venser Ultimated.
I've fought through Cruel Ultimatums before. I don't know that you can really do much unless your opponent just completely bricks every turn and just rolls land, and can't cast a spell, which I guess is possible.
You know, I almost lost a game where I ultimated a Venser, but then I drew 3 spells in a row.
Yeah, it's just, and sometimes
And
the
Alex
spells
Berrettini
draw
complained
spells.
so much about it. It's like, man, it's limited. You got a Venser. And I was like, whatever. So anyway, we got
Ken negated his negate. Was that?
oh, Ken negated his own negate. Okay, sorry. Venser is greatly improved.
Yeah. So there was that flurry of spells that was happening with the ponders and things. Apparently, maybe one of the negates.
Yeah, no, I
Good.
think Ken actually negated Nathan's negate. But,
that's what I think
but
he was
Nathan
saying.
got, that's why one of his ponders got to resolve there, the first one. But Nathan's negate also exiled a permanent
Yeah.
because of Venser Emblem. Venser
Yeah.
Emblem is completely OP.
It's ridiculous because it's like cast a spell, exile a permanent. Oh, also the spell probably does something too. You cast. Oh, I also get this. Oh, it was a counter spell. How about that? Really, I just wanted to exile your thing. You know, it's like thanks for casting something so I could cast this, negate, and exile something.
Pretty good.
Hey, it's Adrian Sullivan. What's your record, Adrian? 1-1. Okay. He's keeping it balanced here.
Adrian Sullivan at 1-1. Gonna have to
frowning for some
battle his
reason.
way up.
Literal 8 lands in a row first match.
Okay. Mana flooded in the first match.
Got a bit flooded in this one match. All right, so Nathan Lisko. I like Nathan Lisko's deck a lot. I think it's pretty awesome.
I like both of these decks. It's actually a really exciting kind of match here. I'm liking it. Zealous Conscripts now makes me sad because you see, like, I think this is a cool list. I think Venser has not really shined, and he's going to rotate in the fall. Is he ever going to see the light of day? Here's a list that really is great with him, and maybe it could be a thing. And then you have something like Zealous Conscripts that's like, oh, come on. So, but maybe we need that kind of thing in the format. Maybe Ken's deck is the next Delver, or even worse, you know, the next Callblade. But with Zealous Conscripts, it makes it so it's not. You know, it makes it just a contender. You never know.
Perhaps there's got to be another way to deal with Zealous Conscripts.
Yeah, I mean, counter spells, spell skites. We've already.
Well, the problem is counter spells are.
Cavern of Souls.
I think Red White Humans is going to be a deck that we start seeing a little more of. We haven't seen any of it today, but this is only the second match we've watched. But
yeah,
that card is. I mean, that deck is really, really
that top
fast.
Aided last week, right? It came in 6, I think.
Do you know what's really good? Hero of Bladehold that can have haste and cannot be countered.
Sounds good. Sounds pretty good. Was it the
Hero Bladehold
lightning?
So good. Yeah, Lightning Mauler. I didn't think Lightning Mauler was very good. When I previewed it, I wasn't very sure of the card. Mm-hmm. But I was not thinking about Hero Bladehold. And I certainly wasn't thinking that there was going to be another red-white land after they just gave us red-white lands.
Oh, right.
So,
yeah.
There's no way I made the connection that Lightning Mauler and Hero Bladehold were going to be good buddies. But yeah, Lightning Mauler and Hero Bladehold, they hang out. They have so much fun together. All right, so a turn 1 Gitaxian Probe from Ken Bearl reveals a decent hand from Nathan Lisko here. Nathan leading things off with the Llanowar Elves.
Matt Eitel mentioned about half an hour ago that Zealous Conscript plus Cloud Shift equals free creature with haste permanently. Because you just blink the guy you stole, and it comes back into play under your control, and now it's not the one you need to give back. Pretty interesting combo. So
6 manas. It's a lot, too.
Yeah.
Llanowar Elves gets tapped to make a Llanowar Elves, and Nathan, interesting choice there to not attack for 1, to instead leave open that mana.
Yeah,
Perhaps he, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank here. Because any 1 mana removal spell doesn't really do anything against Ken's deck, right?
Right. I'm not sure what why he kept that open either. He can't ponder, he can't vapor snag. Like, what can he even cast for 1 mana? There's nothing that he can cast for 1 mana that's not blue. Am I missing something?
Yeah, there's nothing in his deck he can cast for that mana.
So that was odd. Yeah, he could have. Seems to me that he could have attacked for 1 there and
yeah, and who knows, that may make a difference. I've had games where I've missed a point of damage, where I've ended the game with my opponent at 1 life. And it's a bad feeling.
Yeah. Alright, so Nathan cracks the Evolving Wilds for an island, and now taps 4 for a Huntmaster of the Fells. Huntmaster of the Fells. And Ken has a response in the form of Dissipate.
Yep, Dissipate pretty good there.
Alright, so I think that time he attacked for 1. Or, yeah. Moorland Haunt for Ken. Passes back. No Stonehorn
Chooses
Dignitary.
not to just stick a Rhino.
Yeah, I think that's good. There's not too scary at this point.
Yep.
Huh. So
Flashes in a Restoration Angel, and that's something that's really good about Restoration Angels. You can just get free creatures with it.
yeah, it's like a removal spell. So yeah, Ken flashes in Restoration Angel, blocks one of Ken's attacking Llanowar Elves, and now is on the attack with the Angel himself. Nathan with 4 lands, Bird of Paradise, and a Llanowar Elf in play. And he taps all 4 lands and the bird for a Tameo the Moon Sage. Oh, and Ken has Snapcaster for the Dissipate. I wanted to see that Tameo.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so Tameo now countered. And Nathan attacks with a Llanowar Elf. Ken now untaps, plays a land, in with the Angel and the Snapcaster.
Yeah, and I mean, here he could, if he wants to, just Restoration Angel that Snapcaster and get a free card out of this.
Looks like that's exactly what he's doing. So Restoration Angel blinks the Snapcaster Mage, gets a Gitaxian Probe flashback, and we saw Snapcaster, and what was the other card that was in Nathan's hand?
Oh, I didn't catch it. All right, so now Nathan on his back foot here. Strangle guys, you know, he's trying to keep up, but 2, 3, 4 flyings in the air is just really hard to deal with. And this is the thing about this blink deck is, you know, you end up keeping these hands where you're just like, okay, well, this hand can't lose the Stonehorn Dignitary Lock. And sometimes he'll just beat you with flyers.
Yeah, this is just like blue-white skies, you know? He's just like, yeah, blue-white control. I counter your spells and attack you with flyers.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in now for 3, then 5, that's 12, then 6 is 6. So Nathan Lisko down to 6 life right now.
Yeah, we're having another connection issue with the judge, the table judge, so we don't have accurate life totals. Looks like we're just going by what we think. So.
And a Ponder from Ken Bearl. Let's see what he can find with that. That's right, he puts Timely Reinforcements on the top of his deck. Oh, Blade Splicer. That's actually much better. Yeah. That's quite funny that he has the LSV tokens and he looks exactly like LSV.
That is kind of funny.
and that's it.
Nathan scoops him up to LSV and Ken Bearl.
Yeah. Ken Bearl able to take it down with his Venser Blink deck.
That's awesome. I want to see that deck later. You know, I would like to see that go far. I like Nathan's list too, so you know, I like the 10.